Yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I wouldn't. Did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, you know I've been on a mission. Go. Okay, let's get it. Got a little time on my hands like a wristwatch. I don't got time for the brakes and a pit stop. Race through the grid like take it like Chris Rock. Right to the chin, still win. Heavy metals like Slipknot. Got the driving, I got tunnel vision. I just hit my stride the way I run the business. I've been making paper like I'm Thunder Mifflin. See the end game, I got one division. Look, I don't ever bother with a critic. Hit him with a chronicle of Riddick. Boom, bottle full of Ritalin. I hit him with a little bit of riddle me this, riddle me that. My bad, fella, slip at the gas. No time to wait though. Elon Musk, I'm trying to bankroll. New Tesla just cause I say so. Electric whip like Ivan Van Gogh. I just did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, you know I've been on a mission. Okay, let's get it.
I'm living on a mission like totally spice. I'm baby, she bad, but she totally nice. He was a blue and a toast with like white. They could be named Charlotte, the soul for my leg. He knew it for sure, but he left with a why. Yeah, we live, but we destined to die. And twee little man, but I'm then I lie. I'm a lie. En ik voel me net Memphis te paaien. En ik jaag op hem. Goed in de scene. Dus eigenlijk rennen we lopen misschien. En ik wil niet eens kijken, mijn ogen die zien. En ze reden niet genoeg dat ik kopen met die. Proef in een beat. Je co-star. I got 5 on my name, we got no star. Come up to me just to see how my shoes are.
They said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know I've been on a mission. I'm just trying to make it last. I keep going till I crash. Even then I hit the gas. I ain't stopping, that's a fact. Got some heaters in the stash, just in case they wanna ask. I can show them where I'm at. Be my version now. Dip out, I had to stick out. They copying the script now. The fakes are getting sniffed out. They want me on the list now. Thank you, I'ma skip out. I could've gone the big route. I probably would've missed out. Okay. Pockets so deep, it's a trench coat. European bread, I got French toast. No, I shouldn't do it, I'm obsessed though. Gotta make that check, gotta make that list, gotta make the flight, gotta make that kick. While I make them dance, hold on my own, got aching hands. Got a big list, I'm making plans. See me out, they shaking hands. Say they like what I'm doing. Usually not one to do this, but when I saw you, I knew it. Just keep on dropping this music, I need it bad. I'm just trying to make it last. I keep going till I crash. Even then I'll hit the gas. I ain't stopping, that's a fact. Got some heaters in the stash, just in case they wanna ask. I can show them where I'm at. Drop a verse and then I dip out. I had to stick out. They copying the script now. The fakes are getting sniffed out. They want me on the list now. No, thank you, I'ma skip out. I could've gone the big route. I probably would've missed out.
I've been on my medicine, consequence of can't relax. Someone out of my destiny. Me said it's that. Can't get more eaters, can't up shit to that. On it, what need, hold on me, you believe it or not. Me so clear, need me saying you could take it again. Come in, you need to change it, then I keep it back up. Just got signed, just got paid. I've been quiet, that's no change. What's the sign? Shit delay. I've been right in the face, to the side, ain't no stage. On my dying, I'm a say, you ain't like, it's the face, so the mic, it's the hobby. Can I even deny? Anything to go, yeah, lead to a good design. Peace.
My person now, dip out, I had to stick out. They copying the script now, the fakes are getting sniffed out. They want me on the list now. No, thank you, I'ma skip out. I could've gone the big route. I probably would've missed out. Okay.
All right, I gotta turn this off here in a minute. Bear with listeners. Lions and Panthers. Oh my. All right.
Yeah, look, they said that.
What up? How's everyone doing? Happy Eve, Christmas Eve, Eve to the Eve, EVE, Rough Riders. Wasn't she a Rough Rider, Eve? I think she was, wasn't she? My early 2000s peeps know what I'm talking about. How's everyone doing? Listen, we got baseball up. There's not much of it left. Let me see where we're at on that. And if we fill it, I do have another football break to put up tonight. It's that time of the year. We're going to hang out. It's cold. There's nothing else to do. Man, I couldn't even unlock my car. It was frozen shut. I had to get the beeper out. But normally I press my button. First world problems, man. First world problems. We have 6 spots left in baseball. That's all we got left. It will rip tonight. We'll get it ripped. I got chicken on the charcoal grill. I gotta say, man, dude, I just was like, I was down here trying to check payments. I ran out, did the last minute grocery shopping, got a bunch of stuff. And I just say to my wife, just keep an eye on that. It's winds. It's high gust of winds. If it knocks over, it burns our house down. And I go up and I check, and she goes, I forgot to check to make sure the house wasn't going to burn down. Priorities are a funny thing, aren't they? Like, the things that woman can remember, but then also forget, contradict themselves so much. And I know I'm probably the same way. Let's be honest. As people we are, but like, golly. All right, there is an NIL spot in this. And just, by the way, a quick reminder. We got our Hawks fans in here. If the Hawks are able to beat the Chiefs and the Bills, handle their minus 11 degree game tomorrow, I got a Hawks sweatshirt lined up, sitting over here, ready to wear every break moving forward. Not that you guys care. But I would love to celebrate with some Hawks fans. I'm just going to be honest, man. I would love to celebrate with some Hawks fans for a win over the Chiefs. Sorry if you're in here, Felton. I think Felton actually has the Cleveland Browns. Oh, no, that's LC Ryan that has it. But I think Luke, are you a Chiefs fan too? I have a feeling Luke is a Chiefs fan too. There we go. Bring this down. Oh, thank you, Seth. I'm glad you did. What's everyone up to on this night? It sounds to me like people are just trying to stay like out of the cold. I wore my shorts, but I have like these Under Armour, leggings, runner pants, whatever you want to call them, underneath. It's funny the looks I got. I'm not kidding you. I got looks and words. They're like, "Are you crazy?" I'm like, I did not know it was 6 degrees out. I had no idea. It's not been this cold it happened quick. This is going to be NIL out of Oklahoma. Kennedy Brooks, the NIL spot going out to James Eisman. First spot taken. Is it because of how windy it is, Ben? Or what? Because traffic's going slow? Is it snow? Is it like a squall? And we have a Kingsley and Agabare. I want to say that's the Vikings. Let's see. Let's see if I'm good. It's not. It's that division, but it's the Packers. It is the Packers. Kingsley is the Packers. Green Bay going out to Brad Holste. And Anthony Richardson out of 25. I know that's an NIL spot because that guy had a good start to the season with Florida, correct? Anthony Richardson. He was like that dude for a couple weeks there. What up, JC? JCH? John Cotta. That NIL spot for $12 is a steal. The only difference is you don't get it in Score and you don't get it in Classic. So you're buying it. The reason it was a little bit cheaper than I typically would if it was all NIL is, or more NIL is, I try to like really look at that and say, what are your odds of hitting? Obviously pretty good in some of this. Oh, we got another one of those cards. How about this? Sauce for the Jets. Jets going out to Austin Linderwell. Listen, I saw a guy put a big bet on Sauce to get 2 interceptions last night. Here's something you got to realize. Quarterbacks and teams and offensive coordinators are already realizing that let's try to avoid this guy. And the thing is, if you avoid it, like he's not getting targeted a bit. Like there are a lot of avoidances for this guy. So the interception thing, like on defensive, like my brother had him in an IDP league and he's like, he's not doing well. I'm like, how? I was like, he's not getting the opportunities. It's crazy. Like you're that good that you've almost like priced yourself out of fantasy relevancy. And here we go for the Washington football team out of 75. Seth Anderson, a Sam Howell out of UNC. Yeah, I saw that, Jamie. Look at that, Scott. Scott, is it hard to clean up the cards and not get distracted? So to me, that always happens. Like if I'm trying to clean up and I'm like, oh, I got to get these boxes. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot I had this. Last time I tried to clean up my cards, it was like a 4-hour job that should have been a 20-minute job. Is that hard for you too? Or do you not have the same ADD I have? Yeah, how are you sweeping leaves and ice? So I have another mixer for us tonight. I do think the one I'm going to post absolutely would fill if I posted it tonight. It's all Panini. It's all licensed. It doesn't have leaf. It would be around 25, 26 a spot, but I do think it would fill. It's certified elite and classics premium. To me, that's an awesome mix. I'm not going to lie. It's a pretty solid mix. Are you saying, Seth, you hope Sauce turns out to be good? I really wish the Bills had someone like him. I think like a Micah Parsons or a Sauce Gardner would be a huge, just like that's what you build a team around. But we do have Rousseau, which I think is being underrated right now, honestly. 12 out of 15, Christian Harris. Is he New England or am I thinking Damian Harris maybe? Christian Harris is actually Alabama, so it's kind of another one, the NIL spot. Nice spot for $12. Scott, so you have ADD too, or do you just eat gummies and? You ever see that about to clean the house, took all these gummies, and then you see what they're doing? They're sweeping their roof. Cole Turner out of 40. Listen, we're going to do another auction this week. This goes to the Washington football team. Those of you watching and listening understand the NIL spot. I even gave a little bit of a heads up last time. The NIL spot should be one of the most valuable spots when we do collegiate product. If I put an NIL spot, there's a Travis Dye. Generally, it means that there's some value to it. Or, it's hard in randoms or something like this. I feel bad doing it in a random. This goes out to the USC Trojans. So nobody's going to tell me except for Scott. Macaroni salad is so good. You know it's really good? Amish macaroni salad. It's got I think they put a little bit of a mustard in it too. Ja'Cory Brooks. Those of you who did not get the NIL spot, you're like, this sucks. NIL's getting. Don't worry. The next 2 boxes there's 3 boxes left. There's one more box with NIL in it. Ja'Cory Brooks goes out to Alabama as well. That's going to be numbered out of 20. There you go. James crushing it. This is not an NIL. This is going to go out to JCH. What up, John Carter? This is the Carter. You remember, the rule is here when you redeem this, and these are live, I believe. You should get this very quickly. You'll probably have this around New Year's if you put it in. Well, and again, I can always scratch it off and send it to you. But when you put it in, you'll get it 2 weeks later. And you can get a 101 out of this. Let us know what number you get. Chris Olave for the New Orleans Saints. Deviled eggs. Oh, man, you're Scotty. We're the same. That's the stuff that gets me, man. The macaroni and potato salads. Deviled eggs, the mayonnaise-based stuff, right? My brother's always like, I thought you're lactose intolerant. I'm like, I am. My body is. My brain isn't. My heart isn't. Just my guts. They did it to us. There's a Bryce Young. That'll go NIL. We got a Kenny Pickett. Mac Jones, Jameson Williams. And they're going to give us some of the P word here. Points, 150. We'll random those out at the end with the 2 $5 hitless credits. Troy Aikman out of 149. We got a Dalvin Cook and a Marshall Faulk. I don't mind the select. It's we didn't break up a lot of it as a standalone, but I think it's a nice addition to these mixers, and I'm glad you guys get into these mixers still, because I do think, I always try to do the value. There's a nice Micah Parsons silver. And I do feel like these mixers do provide a lot of value. You saw it last night. I mean, without the leaf boxes, oftentimes it's like, man, glad we had those in there. There's a Matt Corral for the Carolina Panthers going out to Adam D. There you go. X Factor, Matt Corral. Ole Miss card, but it does go out to the Carolina Panthers. He's injured this year, but I'll tell you what, if he wasn't, he would have got himself some good time, I think. Garrett Wilson for the Jets. And how about a Chad Johnson? That'll go to the Bengals. Out of 35, white. Yeah, John, just message me now, and I'll scratch it off and send you a pic right after the break. If you message me now, I know I see it. And if I don't read it right after the break, it's because I'm going to be flipping chicken, and then I'll leave it on red till I do it. That's my way sometimes if I don't answer right away, it's so I don't forget to respond. And then if you're Wes, you'll just keep messaging, even though James Scout. But sometimes I appreciate that, James. It's not that I don't, or not James. I'm sorry, Wes. Sometimes I appreciate that, Wes. Because I you know, you constantly bump your messages. Sometimes it's like, Wes, I'm not answering you now because I can't answer you now. Indianapolis Colts. Sometimes I think Wes doesn't really have kids. He just, you know, tells people he does. Indianapolis going out to Andrew White. That is a Colt fan there getting that one. And we have a Kelsey out of 149. Let's Ride out of 199. And a Jake Ferguson. That's all right. I figured that, man. I laugh because I'm like, man, does he really have nothing to do? I just shake my head sometimes like, oh, Wes, you poor thing. That's true, Wes. You do work some really random hours, so I forget that. I probably don't appreciate that as much. The next release is Mosaic. I mean, everything they've jacked the prices on. They really have. But it's, you know what's crazy? I say they have jacked the prices on. They've jacked the direct prices. So, like, in reality, it's like, it probably is better for you. You know, it stinks for me because it really cuts it tight with shipping and supplies and stuff. It really does. It just eliminates any opportunity there to, like, really make any money. But the good news is for you is that it's a lot cheaper. Like 2022 Mosaic is going to be like the price. It's like, I want to say almost half the price of what 2021 was, maybe less. I think Blowout has it at $350. Blowout's been very close to cost on stuff. And I think because they're getting a ton and they're not selling a lot, so they have to move it. You know, they worked hard during the boom to really get their numbers up. Like what you would hear when people say, if you buy a lot at like their inflated price, then you'll get some allocated at their cheaper price. I think that's what's happened. Blowout gets a lot allocated now, and they're just not selling a lot. And because Panini's jacked up their cost. Everything from Panini now is very, very expensive. They're like, why is anyone else making money? We should be making the money, which I get it. But just understand now that like Blowout prices is almost the price that we all pay. Where before we could be like way under Blowout, now we're like at Blowout, and sometimes more depending on how bulky the product is, how much it's going to cost to ship. There's a 8 out of 20 going out to the Atlanta Falcons. Jim Larson getting the Kyle Pitts. Classics wasn't for like Classics was a Dutch auction, so the only way to get it was on their website. Now, hobby shops had access to the H2. We could not order that. Our distributors couldn't get it. Like even places like Blowout couldn't get. Well, I believe it because they didn't have it pre-sale. I don't think even places like Blowout can get things like Classics early. Reason being is it's an online exclusive and it's a Dutch auction. So I only got 6 boxes total. I started buying it fairly high and then bought boxes on the way down. And then finally it hit like that 150 price point. I'm like, all right, let's get 6. And it was gone. But I think it's selling for around $240 a box is like what you can have it at. You can have Classics around $240 a box this year. Classics H2. Or I mean Classics Premium, not H2. The H2 I think you can have for around $100 a box. Something like that. I'm not buying it. There's a Kenny Pickett. The reason I'm not buying it, not that I don't like it, it's just that for $100, I believe this. I believe I'd rather have any Leaf 5 autograph product like Ultimate, Flash, Valiant, you know. Dude, we got points in this too, but this is going to be a wild card. So we'll random up. There'll be separate randoms. I can live with that. Wild card, that's not bad. Can live with that out of score. They're still going for like $60-$70, right? But I'd rather have Leaf 5 autographs It is in the process. Dude, a repack product is no joke. It is not something you just, I mean, people throw them together just kind of like they throw stacks together. But to do a legitimate repack product, it is a lengthy process. Because I know people that do a repack, they call it their repack product, and they have like 3 packages. They know exactly what's in each one. And I don't believe that they cheat anyone. I believe that they know exactly how much they have into each package. They know what's in each one. I would hope they don't tip people off. I know some of the people that do them. None of you guys would know these. These are more like either local guys or guys I met that that aren't necessarily in our circle. But I would say that they're very fair in their pricing. However, I don't want to just do 3. I want to have every team accounted for multiple times. I want them to be packaged without labels, random up, mixed it all around, then labeled up, then numbered, so that I have no idea. I want to be surprised, like, oh, I forgot I put that card in here. That's kind of where I want to be at on it. There's a Matt Coral to make it fun. There's an AJ Green, not an auto you see often, going out to the Arizona Cardinals. Tyler Thomas. Now, we will have some featured hits, Wes. Like, we have a Barry Sanders rookie autograph. Like, verified, it's slabbed and stuff. That's cool, AJ Green. And there's a Von Miller. He's out this... Or no, not Von Miller. He's out this season. Aaron Donald's out this week, too. It's going to be out of 100. It can't... Yeah, it's like a very good hit and score. You're right, Scott. You can get, obviously super low numbered stuff, but you're right. The wild card points in a product like this is not bad. It's when they put them in products like black. Yes, exactly, Wes. It's when they put like points like that in a product like, I mean, any product, a $70 hit can be a good hit. And a lot of times in those bigger products, you are in like case hit products, you're seeing that if there's points in it, it usually means you're getting a case hit, which, we can live with that. I still like Score this year. This is the best year they've ever done with Score. It does not... Score, I enjoy ripping Score this year. I will say this, Wes, and those baseball people in here, I would rather... And then again, I'm football, but I think Score is still better than most Topps flagship products. Like, I will rip boxes and boxes of Score over ripping, like, say, Heritage Baseball. Like, would I want to rip a whole case of Score? Probably not. We've done it before. I fell asleep, I think. Literally. I'll have to find that video sometime. It was so hot. I was so tired. Derek Stingley and Jeremy Chin. F the Bills? What up, Felton? How you doing, man? That was messed up. I hope you're having a Merry fucking Christmas, too. Felton, were you in? F the Bills. I'm kind of getting used to it, Felton. I didn't like it at first. I didn't like the hate, but I'm kind of liking it these days. All right, let me see it, Chris. F the Bills, he said. I mean, I'd be mad too. Shit, did you make this? Is there volume? I don't think this... Oh, yeah, here. That's what's up. Wait, where'd you get this? That's cool. I want a Bills one like that. That's sweet. Felton, man, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm following that Chiefs game. We're having more people here tomorrow for the Bills game, but I'm going to try very hard to get that Chiefs game on a screen. I don't know if you heard Felton. Maybe he's coming in. How many people did he pull over in that hat? Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Here we go. Kennedy Brooks. I think that's a P-star, right? Kennedy Brooks for the Philadelphia Eagles going out to Seth Anderson. There you go, Seth. Rookie Kennedy Brooks, running back. Kansas City by 14. Yeah, I'm not gonna bet on that game. I'm not gonna lie. In the pick'em, I did take the Hawks just because it's like one of those things where it's wishful thinking. Got to send all the vibes out there. I would much rather week 1 of the playoffs watch the Chiefs play the Dolphins than we have to play them and have another one of those, because then I don't care who wins. I'm not like rooting for either team in that game. I don't, I think the Chiefs are better, but they both scare me. And it's one of those things where it's like, all right, beat the hell out of each other. Come on. We're all like, I want to have the week off and watch him. There's a Desmond Ridder. Watch him just beat the tar out of each other. Matt Corral. Here we got a nice numbered card as well. How about a Jahan Dotson out of 35? Two more packs here, and then we'll get to our... I am a scared fan, dude. I'm absolutely terrified. Listen, man, I got battles. Listen, lots of years invested into this team, right? And we have had nothing but injuries all season. Our quarterback has been spared. I worry about the weather this week. I do. I'm scared for this week. I said, not that this is a... I told Chris this is a week where we could get upset. But I would really hope we go up I would love to see us just go up early and quick. And there's an Alec Pierce, a guy I believe in very much. Alec Pierce for the Indianapolis Colts. And just get those guys out. Get them out. Did you see what Isaiah McKenzie bought all the wide receivers? It's on the page. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. And Josh Allen bought all his dude's scooters. Now, so did Zach Wilson. These scooters are much cooler. Zach Wilson just looks... He bought them all scooters and then he got benched. And essentially, he spent all that money. He won't be in the Jets. Like, they don't want him there. He doesn't want to be there anymore after he got benched last night. It's a fiasco. They're back to square one again. Again. There's a sauce. Hutchie, Desmond Ridder, Pat Fairmouth. Oh, yeah. So Felton, if he's catching up now. Felton, if the Hawks beat the Chiefs and the Bills are able to beat the Bears, which I would hope they could, I have a Hawks sweatshirt that I'm wearing all week long. I don't know, Wes. As someone that wants to develop a QB, maybe I don't know, maybe Tampa, where him and Trask can compete. One pack in here, huh? Classics Premium. Yeah, it's at some broad's house. All right, good luck, everyone. Let's see, what do we got here? How is this set up? How about an Andrew Luck Legends for the Colts out of 60? I don't know how Colts fans... I know Andrew White has him. He's a big Colts fan. I don't think he likes Andrew Luck. There's such a bittersweet feeling for this guy there. Not even bittersweet. They hate him. They feel like he quit on them. I don't feel like he did. He looked out for himself, but... Come on, take your money and run. This is going to be an out of 10... Oh, I miss Classics so much. I didn't know what we had when we had it. No name Dalvin Cook. I forgot. I got to get some H2. I love ripping Classics. 9 out of 10. No name. Love it. I'm going to get some H2. I wish I had... I just wish they would combine the two. Why can't they just do the two together? But they do no name. They do no logos. It's the one product I always appreciated that they did that kind of stuff. Jack Lambert. We have another one down here. Let's get to this number one first. Legends Tiki Barber out of 35 purple for the Giants. Ben Hitchcock. Little Tiki Barber action for you. And is it 2 autos in there, right? Jack Lambert Legends not numbered. So all of our... We had 3 numbered cards in here. The out of 10, the out of 60, and the out of 35. Pretty cool. All right, here we go for autos. for the Tennessee Titans, Hassan Haskins. I am going to put another box of this up tonight. We're going to do another mixer. I know, Seth. I miss classics. I like that they got rid of the bulky Donruss or like Donruss score style of it. I like the H2. I like the premium. I wish they would combine the two. There is the an out of 49, 1 out of 49. They have the Did You Know? Chris competed in a long jump and 100-meter dash and track from Ohio State, going out to the Saints. Second one of the break. Chris Olave out of 49. JCH getting it. There we go. Yeah, listen, I regret not buying more. I was nervous because I was afraid it was going to hit the floor. And the thing with breaking is that if I buy it and I would have bought a bunch at 200 and it drops down to 100, I'm screwed. You know, I can't, well, I'm not, I can set, but it looks bad, you know, it doesn't look good. It looks like, oh, you got, you know, you're breaking this at 200. It sold out at 100 and it's like, well, that's what I paid for it. Well, like, too bad, so sad, you know? So it's a very risky game as a breaker to do that. I like that classics. It's a nice mix. So we have 6 boxes. That's what we'll have, unless for some reason it becomes available. It could. It depends how it feels. Let's recap. Is there any spots left in baseball? Let me check real quick. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. There are 2 spots left in baseball. When baseball fills, I will look to drop that football mixer yet tonight. We had the Tiki Barber out of 35, the Andrew Luck out of 60, the Dalvin Cook out of 10, Jahan Dotson to 35, Mosley to 100, Miller to 100. We have the Kyle Pitts to 20, and the Chad Johnson to 35. How about Chris Olave for the New Orleans Saints going out to John Carter Hennessy? We have for the NIL, Ja'Cory Brooks going out to James Eisman. We had Travis Dye for the NIL, and for the Washington football team, Cool Turner going out to Seth Anderson. Christian Harris for the NIL, and then Sam Howell for the Washington football team as well. That's going to be numbered out of 75. Sauce for the New York Jets, Austin Linderwell getting that one. And Anthony Richardson for the NIL spot too. Well, the Chrome Blacks in our next mixer, Seth. Green Bay getting this one. Brad Holste getting the Kingsley and NIL Kennedy Brooks. We got another Olave for the Saints out of 49. Hassan Haskins for the Tennessee Titans, not numbered, going out to Austin Linderwell. And Alec Pierce for the Indianapolis Colts going out to Andrew White. We have Kennedy Brooks for the Philadelphia Eagles going out to Seth Anderson. And AJ Green for the Arizona Cardinals going out to Tyler Thomas. For the Colts, James Skalski, Indianapolis Colts. And Matt Corral for the Carolina Panthers going out to Adam D to close it out there. All right, we're going to do 150 points first, then we'll do the wild card points, and then we'll give away the 2 $5 hit list credits, all right? Everyone's eligible. These are run as separate randoms. Even the NIL spot is eligible for this. So good luck to everybody. Here we go. 150 points. Min roll 5. Good luck. Need at least a 5 here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be the Miami Dolphins getting the 150 points. Miami. And that is going to go to Dan Morris. All right, now we'll do the wild card points. Kind of a big, big random here. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars getting that one. Jacksonville Jaguars, James Rea. He got a nice Tony Pollard jersey last night through Chris's RSA thing. Pretty cool. Chris might order some more of those. I'm looking at them too. We used to do a lot of RSA in the past. All right, and to close it up, top 2 and $5 hitless credits. You can use this on baseball. You can also use it on the football mixer we're dropping tonight. Good luck, everybody. I have chicken. It's probably burnt to a crisp. It's on charcoal. Oh, at least the house isn't burning down. Browns and the Lions. It is going to be LC Ryan and Larry Livingston. Luke and Larry. $5 each. All right, guys. I'm going to go check on my chicken. Then I'm going to check on baseball. We will do that football tonight. Let's finish these picks. You guys got the Lions in your pick. We only have a couple more to do. We can get this pick 'em in this week. We missed it last week. I'll see y'all soon. Deuces.